What's up, guys? I'm your host, Joe McGowan. He's David Miller. We're MonsterEV.com. We're looking at week 17, Dave, already. I can't believe this deep in the football season. You ready to kick off the top five?
Yes, sir. I just want to say, too, the theme for this week, well, for 4 out of the 5, is basically there's teams that have must-win situations, either to get into the playoffs or get a higher seed. And the bookmakers know that. So your average person's going to wake up Sunday morning and they're going to bet these teams because they're not going to go, well, I'm going to bet this team, they're out of it. It's exciting to bet that team playing for something, and they kind of know that going in, so they have multiple games skewed because of that.
So we're sniffing a little extra EV right off the top.
Yes.
I like it.
4 out of the 5. and then, well, some of the other ones too. But yeah, you want to look to go. The theme, we'll go ahead and just say the must wins are must bet against. So, yeah, this is a saying for week 17 that I use every year.
Let's do it. Number 5, we have Tampa Bay. They're out of it. They're playing against Carolina, who lost last week. And they're in a situation where if they do win, they can clinch home field the entire way. And we have a shit ton of points. We have 10.5 points. Who do you like?
Yeah, Tampa Bay, they looked pretty good before the last couple of games. And since they've looked so bad, they're catching more than 10 here, so it's a clear value spot. Basically, had they not, last week's game losing to the Bears created this value. Otherwise, we'd be looking at about 8.5 or 9. So nice to have the full point going through 10. So plus 10.5 is definitely a play here, or better.
And their rookie quarterback's having an amazing year. He's in the running for, a lot of accolades this year. I think he looks great, super talented, hard to take down, great season. So 10.5 does look like a pretty attractive number with Carolina coming off a loss.
Yeah, the other thing is Carolina's playing for the number 1 seed too. So everyone knows this. So it's because of this, I'm telling you, it's extra high. These playoff teams too, they're not really going to try to cover the number because they know they have other games that they got to prepare for. So that's another thing we got going for us. And the teams that are out of it, this is their last chance, last game, so they're going to give it all this game. They're going to hold nothing back like those teams that know they're going to the postseason.
Sounds great. Let's roll on over to number 4. We have our number 4 play of the week. We have the Steelers. They're on the road. They're at Cleveland. Again, a shit ton of points, 11. Johnny Manziel out. Austin Davis in. The Cleveland's out of it completely, and the Steelers can clinch a playoff berth if they win the game. So
and 11 the Jets loss. Yeah.
And the Jets loss. Who do you like here?
Yeah, Pittsburgh last week we saw they shouldn't. It's really tough. You're really looking to take home dogs in general, getting double digits. So I feel there was no adjustment made last week to them losing outright to the Ravens. They were laying 10 as well. So to catch 11 here, kind of in the same spot, it's extra high because of that must win to get into the playoffs. And also, moving forward, once they are kind of winning, if it's up by 14 or 17, it's open for the back door as well because they know they have a postseason that possibly they're going to. So I see this as a clear value spot, to get the double-digit home dog.
Okay, number 3, we have the Patriots, my team, back from New England. They can clinch throughout with a win here, and they're on the road against Miami, who's completely out of the playoffs. But 10.5 points with Miami at home, I would think you're leaning towards Miami at home with 10.5. Am I right?
Yeah, too many points. Pretty much the same logic as the other one. No adjustment made for New England's bad performance last week. Well, not bad, but they did lose in overtime. And basically, this is, once again, one team's final game, Miami. So you know that they're not looking ahead. They're going to lay it all out on the line. And everybody likes to beat New England.
Right.
In a divisional game. They're
Sure.
always circling that game on the calendar. So because of this, New England needing to win, it's a clear value spot. Double-digit home dog pretty much is it's tough for me to even pass any of them, but these ones are just extra good in my mind.
Sounds great. How about number 2 pick of the week? We're going to look at the Rams. They're out of it. They're playing another team who's out of it, San Francisco. It's actually looked pretty good this year. A little on again, actually, both teams, but both of them are out of it. But San Fran gets 3.5 at home. What are we thinking here?
It's too many. Basically, the Rams have come on strong for a couple of weeks. They went in They beat Seattle. At home they beat Tampa Bay, and because of this, we're getting the 3.5 at home. So it's more of a play against them and also emotionally, Seattle, it was just tough. They constantly lost to Seattle in Seattle. So because they were able to go in there, knock them off, even though it is their final game, I kind of feel that San Francisco, too, being at home, will be more up for this game and getting what I perceive as about, 30 cents of value. I think this line should be like the Rams -2.5, which was what the advanced line was. So I think this is just too many. 3.5, it's a great spot to take them at home. And San Francisco's done all right at home. So, yep, this one definitely stood out when I saw it.
Sounds good. Number one of the week at monsterev.com, our number one play, we're going to head with the Jets. They're playing at Buffalo, and Buffalo's getting 3. What do you like here? The Jets, by the way, if they win and Pittsburgh loses, they clinch. So what do you like here?
Same thing. Because of this, and because it's almost like it's one-sided on these games. Everybody's going, well, if Team A wins, then they're going in. And so Buffalo, they've struggled lately, but the first time when these two teams played, Buffalo at New York, it opened 3. A lot of money came in on Buffalo. It got bet down to 2, and Buffalo goes in. They get the win. So it's crazy that with that sequence of events now, we're looking at Buffalo as a 3-point home dog. This is the mighty Bills who we're covering, and we're getting bet a lot. So we see how things kind of shifted the last couple of weeks, and I feel this is by far the top play. I have no doubt in the long run this is good here. I would say this should be about Buffalo favored. In my mind,
that's by a great spot.
I know the teams. I know that the teams do. I understand that. Sure, you could argue, well, they're more up for the game, but also we got to think about it adds just kind of a lot of pressure. And these other teams that we're taking, basically, they're going out. Hey guys, it's our final game. They know that. They almost play, without that pressure. And that combination of that and the value we're getting on the point spread, these are all plays for sure.
And I want to just take a second here to remind people at home that you are verified and confirmed over 60%. Now, the problem with saying that, the average person, if they look at other companies and they look at some other Twitter feed somewhere and some tout service and they're 17-1 and get their super lock and their play of the day, it's all fake. There just isn't anybody that's out there 90%. It doesn't exist. World class is 58%. You're winning at 52.4%. And so for the last 3 years, you've been over 60%. It really is monster EV to play your plays. This is what you have done, verified at Westgate and all the different tournaments and different contests that you've entered. Those are your picks in advance. That's what's happened.
I think what's exciting about this, guys, is even though it's the end of the regular season, we'll constantly be tweeting plays, because I was going to tell you too, we should put all of my NBA plays up, or most of them that we can, or put the ticket or something to show them, what we're betting and where we think the value lies. And so definitely pay attention to that. I think over the long run, you'll make money. I'm pretty sure. I know it. So, but you have to stay disciplined and take it at what I got it at, what the ticket shows, or better. That's key. Like, if it gets away from you, like you don't see it in time and the point spread's completely different the wrong way, then you got to pass. But definitely stay tuned. There'll be a lot of stuff going on, and really take it serious, even after the regular season here in the top 5.
There you have it, guys. Right from David Miller, we're going to do the NBA. You can follow us on Twitter. You can follow us on Facebook. You can always check us out on YouTube and at monsterev.com itself.